Hoy estáis de suerte, porque estoy a punto de compartir unas expresiones muy útiles con el verbo estar. Así que tenéis que estar al loro. Hola, soy Alejandro de KeySpanish, and don't worry if you did not understand many of the words I just said, because that's the point of today's lesson. I'm going to share some very cool and useful expressions that we say with the verb estar. I'm going to first give you the expression in context, in a sentence in Spanish, and I want you to try to infer what it means. If you do that before being presented with the actual meaning, you will learn it much better. So be active, participate, no seas vago, and pause the video if you need to think, but try to infer it by yourself first. So the first expression is estar de más. An example, no tienes que decirle a tu prima que ha engordado. La verdad, ese comentario está de más. I'm going to give for each of the sentences the translation in English because you may not know all the other parts of the sentence, and the point is to learn the expression. So we are saying you don't have to tell your cousin that she's put on weight. In fact, that comment está de más. What do you think estar de más means? It was very hurtful, it's out of line, or was funny? Pause the video again if you need to. The meaning of estar de más is to be out of line. When a comment está de más, it means it's inappropriate. So, está de más, out of line. Another example with estar de más is alongside nunca or no. It's very frequent to use estar de más with these words. So, nunca está de más recordar que una palabra puede no estar en el diccionario y ser correcta. You're saying to remember, nunca está de más to remember that a word may not be in the dictionary and still be correct. In this context, what is the meaning? It's never more, it's important, or it never hurts. Oh, nunca está de más is it never hurts. It never hurts to remember that a word may not be in the dictionary and still be correct. Another sentence, another expression, estar de suerte. Mira, hoy estás de suerte. Es la última camiseta de la talla L que nos queda. Look, today is the last size t-shirt we have left. Estás de suerte means you are in luck, you are in bad luck, or you are the right person. This one is quite obvious, right? So you are saying you are in luck. So estar de suerte means you are in luck. However, important note, if you want to say you are lucky, the translation might not be obvious. It's not eres suertudo or something like that. That's, I think, possible, but the way you would say you are lucky is tienes suerte. You have luck. And in this context, with estar de suerte is to be in luck. So careful with translating you are lucky in a different way that it's not tienes suerte, to have luck. Another expression is estoy contigo. Por supuesto, el presidente es un incompetente y debe dimitir. Estoy contigo. Of course, the president is incompetent and should resign. Estoy contigo means I am here for you, support you. I will go with you to protest or whatever. Or I'm with you. Well, again, it's quite literal, right? To be with you, to be in agreement, means estoy contigo. It's like it's saying estoy de acuerdo. I agree. Estoy contigo. Estar a punto de. ¡Qué nervios! La final de la liga está a punto de empezar. How nerve-wracking. The league final begin. Estar a punto de is at the point, is about to, or is never going to. What do you think? Again, think about the answer first. It would be to be about to. Está a punto de. And then you follow that with the infinitive. Another note is that you have seen in this sentence La Liga. In Spain, when we say La Liga, although you translate it as the league, we mean specifically the first division of the football league, the one where Barcelona and Madrid play. So that's referred to as La Liga. It's understood as the football league. Otherwise, you will specify if it's another sport, especially when you write it with a capital letter. So important to know that in Spain, that's what La Liga means. One more, estar al caer. El cumpleaños de mi novia está al caer y no sé qué regalarle. My girlfriend's birthday está al caer and I don't know what to get her. is falling off, is tomorrow, or is around the corner? Well, caer means to fall off, but it means in this context, estar al caer, to be around the corner. It's quite similar to estar a punto de, to be about to. Estar al caer, estar a punto de, similar expressions. Estar al caer is maybe a bit more informal. Okay, so another one, estar al loro. Sergio está al loro de todo. Todo el día lee El País. Sergio, with everything, he reads El País all day long. El País is the most popular newspaper in Spain. So we are saying Sergio is critical with everything, is up to date with everything, or is distracted with everything. Estar al loro means to be up to date, to be informed. It also could mean to be aware of something. The loro, a parrot, is this bird that can speak. So estar al loro. The origin of this expression, I think, has to do with the war. The Italians said something similar, and it means just be careful, be aware. But we use it also to be up to date with the news, for example. One more would be está por ver. Si el canal de KeySpanish tendrá éxito, está por ver. If whether KeySpanish channel or the KeySpanish channel will be successful, está por ver. It remains to be seen. I will watch it, or it's quite obvious. The translation I would like to be quite obvious, but unfortunately, no. It remains to be seen. So está por ver. So when something has not happened, we aren't sure what's going to happen. We will see. Está por ver. I hope it is. So if you like the channel, please subscribe to it so you can see future videos and give it a like. It also helps to, well, instead of está por ver, it will be obvious. So, estar muy visto. Similar verb visto, but careful, is quite a different expression. So, ese chiste está muy visto, pero sigue siendo gracioso. That joke is, but it's still funny. The joke is overused, is inappropriate, or is childish. Está muy visto. Well, when something está muy visto, it means it's overused, it's a bit old, it's worn out. So, the joke está muy vista, el chiste está muy visto, then it's overused. One more would be estar a la altura. Esta entrevista es una gran oportunidad. Quiero estar a la altura. This interview is a great opportunity. I want to, have high standards. I want to dress well for the interview, or I want to live up to it. Well, estar a la altura means to be up to live up to something, to an expectation or a great occasion. So, estar a la altura. La altura means height. And alto, tall. But estar a la altura, to live up to something. Estar hasta el gorro. Estoy hasta el gorro de mi jefe y mis compañeros también. What does it mean? If you are more advanced, before I give you a translation, you have to think if you can infer the meaning just with a Spanish sentence. That would be better. So we are saying, I'm with my boss, and so are my colleagues. So estar hasta el gorro is, I'm glad to work with my boss, and so are my colleagues. I'm in love with my boss. Oof, careful. So are my colleagues. So I'm fed up with my boss. Estar hasta el gorro, gorro is the hat, means to be fed up with someone or with something. Another way of saying this would be estoy harto, or estoy hasta las narices, or other expressions that could work as to be fed up. So these are 10 very useful expressions that you can use in everyday conversation when speaking Spanish. I hope you enjoy them, and I have a challenge for you. Can you tell me which ones are your 2 favorites and write a sentence with them in the comments? And before we finish, let's do a quick rundown of the 10 expressions. Estar de más, to be out of line for a comment. Estar de suerte, to be in luck. Estoy contigo, I'm with you, I agree. And estar a punto de is to be about to, similar to estar al caer, is to be around the corner. My girlfriend's birthday is around the corner, estar al caer. Estar al loro, como Sergio, is to be up to date, to be someone informed, and also could mean to be aware. Estate al loro, in the command tense. Just be aware, be careful. And está por ver, it remains to be seen whether KeySpanish will be successful. I hope it is. Está muy visto, to be overused, to be very old, like a joke. Está muy vista, esa broma, ese chiste. And estar hasta el gorro, to be fed up with something, to be sick of something. Also, you can say estar harto, estar hasta las narices. And estar a la altura is to live up to something. My favorite one would be estar al loro, to be up to date, to be informed. I find it quite funny, but I'm looking forward to seeing which ones are your favorites, and especially your sentences in the comments. If you don't use it, you lose it. So remember, no seas vago and practice. Leave me there your example sentences. And it can be quite tricky to learn so many new expressions. So if you want to learn an effective way to learn vocabulary, I also recorded a video on the process I recommend. You can watch it here. And thank you very much for your attention. Yo soy Alejandro, KeySpanish, y nos vemos en clase.